It's been just an outrageous year for loss of life.
199 purple carnations lay on the steps of the Manitoba Legislature, one for each of the 199 Manitobans lost to overdose between January and June of this year.
They were someone. They were somebody's brother, somebody's sister, somebody's uncle, somebody's son.
These flowers represent one individual, and there are 199 of them on the steps. These are loved ones, right? These are people's children. Compared to the last 6 months of 2020, for those first 6 months, there was 138. So we're sitting at 199 for the first 6 months. So that shows us that we are on track to have a terrible, terrible year, worse than even 2020.
Arlene Laskolb's son Jesse died of a fentanyl overdose in 2014. She was joined by others who felt this loss as well, like Sandy Shaver, who lost her son Cameron to the same drug just 2 years later.
He tried to get into treatment to get help, and they denied him 3 times because of his past, which I don't think should have mattered. He was just a great kid. Like, he'd give the shirt off his back to everybody. I still get messages from people, even 5 years later, telling us that they miss him.
But in 5 years, those experiencing this loss say not enough has changed.
My daughter was one of 40 that died in May of 2021. I've also lost my nephew, who was 37 and left 2 sons, and several of Kristen's, my daughter's friends, have passed in the last year. COVID has been very difficult on the addicted community. Fentanyl is just pervasive. She was 5'2". She could probably scale the Richardson building to get that drug when she needed it. So when when they want help, they have to have it available. A 12 to 16 week waiting list right now is resulting in loss of lives.
Former Premier Brian Pallister didn't think safe consumption sites would work for Manitoba, something the families supporting Overdose Awareness Manitoba think could save lives in the province. Laskolb says she invited Premier Heather Stephenson and Health Minister Audrey Gordon to attend today's event.
Unfortunately, they were not able to make it, but at least they did respond. This is the first time that we've had a response from a premier, so this gives us a little bit of hope.
Laskolb hopes to sit down with the Premier to discuss the need for new policy as the number of overdose deaths continue to rise.
These lives could be saved. These losses are preventable.
In Winnipeg, Mike Albanese, City News.